This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, They still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure that...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Giants. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Leads it for Petty. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now, Barney.
He'll drop to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Over! All right, here we go. Green!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Leopard! Leopard!
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And the lead is now 13. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Looking to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Penny, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A handoff to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And the kick by Rosas is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good, 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 good. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll give it to him right up the gun. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a start.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw here. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And New York set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called roast stem right or...
And all the way in! Touchdown, New York! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll look to throw. Leaves it for Penny. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. The pitch goes to Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Complete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now, look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
They'll go to Barkley again. And a loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys in bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run for it with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Over. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it.
They'll drop to throw. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Leopard.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Detroit.
This possession
Detroit.
means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
No, check, Patriot.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4 down. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they let the fullback try and take him home. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not down in the fourth. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 26, check 26. Hot! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Giants! Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Detroit!
Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He can't get him down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
throw it back. Yeah, I'm born to. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reasonable doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already dead. It was written in the children's story. So what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the green renegade. For the money on the green is the green. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still filming, kiss the death, remember taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss the death, remember taking that. She ain't on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid. Never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. I'm 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die for my. Strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather you need, but.